Hey everybody, welcome back. OK Fixer here, and we're still working on the Beetle. This will probably be the last video of painting. The mud that was applied to the top has all been sanded off, and essentially you have to put it on to sand it off. You have to put it on to sand it off. You have to put it on to sand it off. And what you do when you do that is you end up filling in all the discrepancies. Got this fixed pretty good. This ain't too bad. Better than a kick in the pants. And this is really nice now. For someone who jumped up and down on the hood, it looks fantastic right now. I got the sides blocked, and everything's angels blocked the side, and so we're really good. So the next thing we're going to do is we have to find a place to put this, and this is the difficult about this, is while we're working on this, the shop is getting a new roof, and it's $1 million project that they're doing here. Because of a windstorm. I go on and on, but the inside of the shop has been tore off. It would rain inside, it would flood inside, and they've got about half of it done so far, and they're still going to town on it. So finding a place to put this, got a blow up booth right now. The truck booth is filled. They're trying to work around this, so me squeezing this in here and trying to get this done, we got to find a place to lay lots of primer on it, and that's going to take a while, and we're going to need a place where overspray isn't a problem. So let's find that, and I'll get right back with you. Okay, we're busy taping things up, where we're just going to lay primer on it, and I'm taping all the spots where, because it's a lot, so you got to think about your antenna hole, your wiper outlets, your sprayer, that kind of thing like that, so you don't have your access hole, so you don't have primer going all over.
Look at this is pure chocolate here.
I guarantee that's not chocolate. Here, taste it. Get in there. Let me have a big old spoon of that. This whole place is missing the roof from this all the way to there. They're doing it in sections, and so very difficult to find a place. You can't paint in the truck booth because it's missing the roof. So we've kind of pulled it over here. We'll start shooting in a minute. So this is a cleaner after it's been blown off on that rag. I'm trying to think what it's called, like wax and oil remover kind of a thing. And so they're going to go over it with that, and then we'll start spraying it with that 2K. Oh, I love the idea of having someone else do this. I just do. It's just such a pain in the ass doing it yourself. Well, you know, if you can find the help, reasonable. Wonderful. A father and son team. Okay, that's 2 coats, but can't really spray anymore. I gotta let it set. This will get sanded, and all the little imperfections be kind of puttied in. Coming along. Yay! All right. What we've done here is we've shot the car with a little black spray paint, kind of all around after the primer, just a little dusting. And essentially what we did is we cut that off with 220. All right. And we cut the just so the black disappeared. And what this did is it tells you how far to go, so you're not doing this. All right. Then after the 220, we're going 400 with the DA. Again, you got to be careful. And all we want to do is we want to take those 220 scratches off, so we have 400 scratches. Because if we have 400 scratches, the base coat will fill in those 400 scratches. You just work one section of a panel at a time, and leave the curves, like the crevices and the corners and stuff. Don't try to do them with this, because you'll eat through. And what you'll have to do is get another pad and just kind of work that by hand. And you can clean your pad with a little Scotch-Brite. Just take a Scotch-Brite and clean it on there every once in a while, and it'll knock all the dust off and it'll start cutting better. The idea is to take the 220 scratches off and leave 400 scratches without doing this. You really have to look at this and make sure you're getting every little crevice, and the Scotch-Brite works really good for that. You know, like in here where that little cap fits. I forgot to add that this was also going to get a sealer, which is it's like a primer, but it's a non-sandable. It's not sandable. It's not unsandable. Unsandable, not sandable. You know what I mean. So it's going to get a sealer before the base coat. So, anyways, we're going to finish this up, cleaning these, making sure we got everything really nice and clean. And then we're going to dust it by hand, and then we're going to pull the plastic and pull everything and spray it all off and dust it, spray it all off. A lot of people do a wet sand, but this is quicker and it's less mess. I did a wet sand on my other one, so there you go. Take all the tape off in it and then blow it all out. You don't want to get dust, when you're spraying it. Get a big old wad of dust all in your paint. It's got to be really clean. We're blowing the car out right now, and then we're going to clean it really good, and then tape it back up again, and then it'll be ready to shoot. Now he's giving it a good wash, get all that dust off of it, so there's absolutely no chance of any dust getting polluted. We've got a couple of places that the paint is broke through, so of course what we'll do is we'll dry that off really, really good before we go, and pray it doesn't rust. A white first, of course. This is a sealer. Something I didn't do on the 67. This shop is being repaired from a storm. They no longer have a permanent booth. They have a blow-up booth, so it's in the middle of. So they're really not doing a lot. But I'm so lucky to have the facilities here just to do this, and the tools and stuff. I don't have anything like that, or the help. So I'm very lucky that I have such a shop to work in, and such a place to work in. These guys here are putting a new roof on it. It's a multi-million-dollar project. Be nice when it's finished. All right, back to the car. See, I didn't think about this, but last time I painted one of these cars, the corner, or like that center portion, it didn't have a gas cap. It fueled under the tank. So we have to fix this. All right. Got our white. You put a little reducer in it. Ready in a cup. We didn't strain it because it's got a filter in the top of that, so that's going to be our white. Today we're going to shoot white on, and then we're going to clear over it. It's exactly the wrong way I did it, because I based the whole car and then I cleared it the next day, and there's supposed to be a window of only maybe 3 or 4 hours or something. So yeah, he's doing it the right way. That way when we clear it, the clear will be hardened, and if we tape on it, it's less likely to peel than it would be if it was just a base coat. This is one coat. Yeah. Well, sorry for all the noise. There's a bunch of construction going on, of course. Well, this is one coat. I made sure to get up like underneath, and I'm holding on to the gas flap door. Gonna let that flash for a little bit, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, then he's gonna shoot another coat on it. One thing I don't understand about this place is it's freaking filthy. It's so dusty and dirty in here, and it's the spray booth. I don't get it. I would have like a drain in the middle of the floor, and I'd wash this down at least, you know, every day. I'd spray it down, and he can attest to it also. The amount of crap that's in the paint when the products come out. They just wash the damn thing down, get a hose in here and wash it. Anyways, it's not my business, so but you know, that's what I do. What I would do and what they do, whatever. Okay. All right, he's gonna get after another coat, though. This one's going to be a little further back, and he's gonna get like a whole wingspan on this to kind of make the drain flow. You got to be careful like that. You're going to have a whole flow. And he's back a little bit farther, a little bit more material. Not that I know how to paint cars.
Yeah, this is my phone. This up in the
Three coats of clear. 2 coats of base coat. 3 coats of base coat. 2 coats of primer sealer. 2 coats of sanding sealer. A lot of paint on this car. Alrighty then, the paint booth is cleared out. Things are looking pretty good. There's a couple of little runs, but there's so much material on here that he'll easily be able to cut it off. It's so straight though. That's the whole thing, where this was all caved in, and you know, the roof was caved in and the front end was caved in, and everything's really nice and straight. A couple of runs isn't going to be a big deal, especially when he'll just cut them off and buff it. It'll look wonderful. All right, I'm going to come back tomorrow because we got to let this dry, and then we're going to pull this off. And the idea is we'll be able to tape over that clear, a real fine little tape. We'll be able to tape over that focus. We'll be able to tape over that clear without pulling it up, without pulling the clear up or the base coat. So it's a lot better idea than I had, painting both the base coat and then a clear coat. Then also on top of that, if you get a spot of red on that, it's got clear coat on it. It's not going to eat into there. You'll be able to wipe it off. At the most, you'll be able to buff it off. So, looking good, just terrific. Okay, in the magic of the camera, I will see you tomorrow. Aha! It takes as long to tape the car up as it does to shoot it. So I see some little spots like there, and there's some sand scratches there, but I think it'll look fine. Okay, this is 2 coats of base coat. No, I think it's 1. And he's using the red that I mixed as a base to the red that he's mixing. And the red that he's mixing has metal flake in it. you can see all the dust and dirt buildup on the walls of that. If I had this, I'd have a drain in the middle of the floor, and I'd have a hose in there, and I'd at least wash it all down once a week. I can't believe how dirty and dusty it is in there. I would never be spray painting a car in there. That's just me. But they seem to, well, you know, he's going to be buffing it out, so yeah. But all that dust and dirt. Well, it's kind of funny about all the stuff around here that you hang parts on and stuff. It's like, this is like 1/4 of an inch thicker than it was originally, just because of all the paint and whatnot on it. Okay, more spraying. Gonna get 2 more coats of clear. We'll put 3 on and cut 1 off. Once again, 1 more time. Here, Angel's an artist. He did this himself. Look at it closely. It's Popeye, and Popeye's arm is his. I thought that was pretty cool. Can you imagine doing that yourself? On your own arm. All right. 2 coats of red base as I mixed it, and then a coat of red base as Angel mixed it with some flake, and then 3 coats of clear. Looks terrific. Don't you just want to jump up on the roof and do like a backstroke, make snow angels? This has come a long way. A long way. All right. That's all for today. Now I'll let that set, and then we'll start putting it together. Well, there it is. It hasn't been rubbed out yet. Buffed. Sorry about the wind. Yeah, now I got to get it home. It's funny. I have to get it home, and then I got to bring it back up here in 2 weeks. This place is such a mess that I can't really. He can't really buff it, but that's the scheme right there. There you go. All right, let's get it, try to tow it home. got to be cut and buffed. Oh yeah, and everything else done to it. Well, there you go. It's back home. I wonder how many paint cans I can drop on it. Yeah, I don't know. This has got to sit for a couple of weeks. The clear is still pretty green, too green to cut and buff. Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of little runs and flaws and problems we need to fix. Door jams and stuff that got overspray on them. That. All the tinware is all like the taillights and things like that are in there. There's the drain for the deck lid, 70 only. But all in all, very workable, very usable. Turned out pretty good. So I'm happy. You know, it could have been better had I had more money and bought some sheet metal. Yeah, yes, it's fine. It looks beautiful. So I'm really happy with that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. The ride, because this Beetle has come a long way. Still got a long way to go, but it's come a long way. Not full circle yet. Maybe 90 degrees, maybe 100 degrees. Not 360 yet though. So, okay, stay tuned for more videos, but there's nothing I can do with this for 2 weeks. So probably our next video will be cutting and buffing, or as I call it, burning and scratching. Oh, the other way around, I'm sorry. Scratching and burning. All right, take care, and see you on the next one.